What is your name?
Ella Muscroft.
Can you list as many Black American people in the media?
Will Smith, Oprah Winfrey, Denzel Washington, Forest Whitaker, Chris Rock.
Do you think that African or Black American representations in the media are mostly positive or negative?
I think a bit of both. I think it can be negative in the sense that they're not really cast in as many films as every other ethnic group, which is a shame. But then also, like, they're not particularly painted in a more negative light than any other ethnic group, I don't think. I think they're kind of neutral.
So you reckon, like, more Black American actors should be casted in a bit more of a variety of...
Yeah.
Like, say, for example, what would your opinion be on, like, say, a Black James Bond or sort of...
I think Black James Bond would be amazing. Like, I'm rooting for Idris Elba to be James Bond.
Or like
James
a Black
Bond.
Doctor Who or something
Yeah,
like that.
that should happen. 'Cause
Yeah.
it represents, like, society as it is, because it's really multicultural.
Mm-hmm.
So if, like, that's portrayed in films, then it's a lot better.
Yeah. It's like a lot has changed since, like, when those series have first came out, so maybe we should sort of change them as well as our society is
exactly.
changing. Do you know anything about Sarah Bartman?
Nope.
Well, basically, she was sort of like back in the 1800s. She was sort of someone who went to a circus, and she was sort of looked at by like white male Americans and English people because of like her shape of body, like say like because she's got like curves. Do you think that's sort of still what like people of the Black ethnicity sort of portray themselves, like say Nicki Minaj, things like that? Do you think it's sort of still like that, or do you reckon it's kind of coming away from that?
I think Black people are more likely to embrace the fact that they're curvy. Like, they're not as ashamed of it, I guess, as like maybe white people would be.
Mhm.
Like, because white people sometimes don't want to be curvy, want to be really like thin.
Mhm.
But I think with Black people, they're more just, they embrace it more. But then there are also like some Black people who are really skinny. Like, they're not all curvy.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bit of both.
How do you think, say, social media portrays Black Americans?
I don't think they're portrayed particularly negatively.
Mhm.
Again, they're not given as much like social media time as other groups,
Yeah.
I guess.
Things like though, like airtime, like say on the news, you get people like that woman that did the Ain't Nobody Got Time for That thing and
Yeah.
things like that, like, or that, yeah, things like that. Like, what do you think? Like, they make them look a bit stupid
they
and
make them
dumb.
look a bit stupid, and like they make them look like they're just completely in their own different world, like they have their own community, like
Mhm.
which they obviously do kind of have their own community, but like in the sense that they make them look like they're so different to every other group.
Yeah.
Which isn't the case at all. Like, they're the same, but they're just painted.
Yeah,
kind of way.
everyone's the same, like no matter what colour of skin you have. Yeah. Thank you very much.